Now we are on part 42 of our digital marketing journey, and let's continue talking about digital marketing for today's video. Let's shift our focus to the URL and ensure that it adheres to best practices. When examining this specific URL, it doesn't appear as appealing as we desire. Primarily, I find it confusing, which makes it unappealing, dull, and disorganized to say the least. Now keep in mind, the goal is to have URLs that are clean and easy to comprehend. Essentially, we aim to make them SEO friendly because if someone can understand the URL, they are more likely to click on it. The general guideline is that if a human can read and understand the URL, search engines can also interpret it. When it comes to generating SEO-friendly URLs, there are several tips to keep in mind. The first is to prioritize readability, ensuring that the URL is easily understandable. Additionally, it's important to include the target keyword in the URL itself. For instance, if the keyword is dried figs, the URL should incorporate dried figs to optimize visibility. The same principle applies to other keywords like dried fig recipes. It is also advisable to avoid excessive use of subdirectories within the URL structure. Keeping the URL as close to the root directory as possible enhances simplicity and accessibility. Lastly, it is generally beneficial to align the URLs with the corresponding titles, as this helps improve user experience and enhances search engine optimization efforts. Now, let's revisit our example. Here we have valleyfig.com, which contains recipes, although not specifically dried fig recipes. These recipes are located in the root directory, which is ideal. However, in certain situations, it might be unavoidable, especially for e-commerce websites that retrieve content from databases. In such cases, dynamic parameters may appear in the URL. While this is acceptable, it is important to avoid an excessive number of dynamic parameters. Generally, it's recommended to have no more than 2 different parameters in the URL. Whenever possible, it is advisable to create shorter URLs as they are more favorable. The general rule of thumb is that the shorter the URL, the better. When dividing URL, it is recommended to use hyphens instead of underscores, as it results in a cleaner and more easily comprehensible format. Search engines also tend to interpret hyphens more smoothly. A friendly URL structure for search purposes typically consists of a domain followed by a subcategory separated by a hyphen, and then the specific product. This format works well for e-commerce websites with categories and subcategories. For example, on Amazon.com, the category could be electronics, the subcategory could be earphones, and the product could be both earphones. It's as simple as that. Now let's move on to discuss rich snippets, which is the 4th tip. The goal is to enhance your website's visibility on search engine results pages, or SERPs, by incorporating rich snippets. So what exactly are rich snippets? They refer to structured data markup that website owners can add to their HTML code. HTML, or hypertext markup language, forms the foundation of a web page. By including additional information through structured data markup, search engines like Google can gain a better understanding of the content present on the web page. The greater the understanding Google has of a web page, the more information it can display on the search engine results page. Rich snippets refer to structured data markup that can be added to existing HTML. When incorporating rich snippets, we can determine how we prefer our products to be showcased in search engine results. For instance, we may include reviews or additional information such as links to our website. There are various types of rich snippets that Google recognizes and can incorporate into the search engine results. If you have a product, there are numerous elements that can be added, such as product reviews. The objective is to incorporate rich snippets to provide additional information within the search engine results. The main purpose behind setting up rich snippets is to drive targeted traffic. By including more information in the SERP, the likelihood of receiving clicks increases, and these clicks are more likely to be from users specifically interested in the content. Structuring data for rich snippets offers several benefits, including higher click-through rates and improved conversion rates. When organic search traffic leads a user to your website, having multiple positive reviews for a specific product can significantly impact trust in your brand. For instance, if there are 100 reviews displaying a 5-star rating, potential customers are more likely to trust your brand, which can increase the probability of conversion. Furthermore, Incorporating rich snippets with additional information not only enhances the trust factor, but also improves your search engine visibility. The more Google understands about your page through structured data, the higher the likelihood that it will rank your page favorably in search results. There is a higher chance that the information within the rich snippet will be showcased either in the knowledge graph located on the right side or in a featured snippet, typically appearing at the top of the search engine results. In essence, the more information you provide Google, the more they can utilize it on their search results page. It is undeniable that having more information in your search engine result increases the likelihood of attracting more traffic. When it comes to rich snippets, a good starting point is incorporating images. If you have product pages, there are several common properties you can add to enhance the rich snippet. The page itself can be represented by an image, and you can further include a description, ratings, and reviews. These attributes are among the most commonly added to enrich the snippet. When Google detects this information, it will be included in search results. Additionally, you can convey other details like offers, prices, site links, links to your website, and product availability to Google as well. When Google comprehends the information you provide through structured data, it incorporates it into the search results. Interestingly, according to Ahrefs, over 99.58% of the featured pages that utilize structured data already rank within the top 10 on Google search results pages. In simpler terms, having rich snippets on your page significantly increases your chances of achieving top 10 ranking in Google search results. In addition to optimizing the navigation on your website's homepage, it is crucial to establish a comprehensive structure for internal linking. While the homepage serves as a central hub for navigation, it is equally important to ensure that other pages within your website contain relevant links pointing to related pages. This serves two primary purposes. Firstly, it enhances the user experience by enabling visitors to easily navigate through your website, not just from the homepage, but also between different pages. This seamless navigation ensures a cohesive browsing experience for users. Secondly, from a search engine perspective, internal linking allows search engines to follow the links and comprehend the overall structure and connectivity of your website. It prevents a scenario where navigation becomes a one-way street solely from the homepage to interior pages. By implementing a well-thought-out internal linking strategy, you provide both users and search engines with a clear pathway to explore and understand the content and context of your website. To ensure optimal website construction, it is essential to establish a clear hierarchy from the homepage to relevant interior pages. This hierarchy can take the form of lateral connections or a structured hierarchy, such as homepage, category, subcategories, and sub-subcategories. Constructing your website in a search engine-friendly manner is crucial, and the two most commonly used languages for this purpose are CSS or Cascading Style Sheets and HTML or Hypertext Markup Language. Browsers load CSS and HTML, while search engines rely on these languages for indexing web pages. By using CSS and HTML effectively, you facilitate easy comprehension of your page's content by search engines, enabling them to understand its purpose and relevance. As we discussed in the previous step, rich snippets play a role in providing supplementary hypertext markup language, or HTML, to describe your page's content, allowing search engines to grasp its nature and potentially include additional elements like reviews and site links in their search engine results. Therefore, by structuring and providing information in a well-organized and structured manner using HTML, you enhance the search engine's understanding of your website and increase the likelihood of a favorable search engine results. Including breadcrumbs on your e-commerce website's product pages is a beneficial approach when search engines spend more time on the page. If your site has a category, followed by subcategory, then a sub-subcategory, and finally a product page, it is advisable to have breadcrumbs. For review, breadcrumbs in search engine refers to a navigational feature that displays the hierarchical trail of categories or pages leading to the current page on a website. This ensures that users can effortlessly navigate back to the category or subcategory pages directly without needing to use the back button or go through the navigation menu. And that ends a part of our discussion about digital marketing. I hope you learned something from today's video. If you like it, please subscribe and click the like button. Also, turn on the notification bell to be notified of future videos like this. Have a great day ahead and stay tuned for part 43.